Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me, Wolfie69, for episode 33 of the No Frontier Survival series. We've got a few bits and pieces to do today, so we shall get on and do them. We shall have a chat about precision farming. I haven't added it in. As it stands, we've got a couple of bits to do. We want to get the horses ridden. We need to get those silage bales sold. I'd like to get a little bit more grass mown, collected up and thrown in for the goats. It turns out I transported the goats and moved them around at just the right time because they had babies again. But yeah, and we want to mulch those two fields and because cheeky save, it's been sat for a little while before I got set up. It's time to sow the oats, so to speak, so we need to get that into the ground. As you can see from that and that, we have things growing everywhere as it stands right now. Precision farming will change certain aspects. So we'll harvest everything. We'll get everything out of the ground. We'll harvest it all. We won't plant anything. We'll add precision farming in and we'll restart. So yeah, we'll have to go from there when precision farming gets added in. But for now, let's get the horses ridden. We do want the help menu. Jumpy jump. So we shall give the horses a quick run and then a quick clean off. And then we shall get to mulching these two fields. What was it? We want to mulch them. We need to plough them. We're going to run the stone picker over them now that we've got the stone picker. And we're going to seed them in with oats. Oh. There may be a slight bit of juttering throughout this episode, just as certain aspects load. It's been the first time it's loaded since the update, the 1.8 patch update. Was released today alongside Precision Farming. That apparently has some new vehicles and stuff in it. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I made sure that it wasn't going to mess up this game save, and that was about it. But yeah, we got a busy episode today. A busy episode. When we've got this horse finished off, we'll run it back now. We'll take the other horse over to some of the forage wagon we've got over there. We'll take it over and see if it's possible to have a look, see how much grass, if any, we currently have in there. And jump onto Artax. This goes up fairly quickly, and it seems it's nice to take a moment before you actually do everything for a day or an episode or whatever. It's nice to take a moment and just look around the property, make sure everything's okay, nothing's broken, everything's still where it should be. There have been no glitches. I've seen some terrible glitches. I've experienced a couple. They've been of my own making though. One glitch, I decided to close some doors while a piece of machinery was sat right there, and yeah, that glitched out and started jumping and bobbing all over the place. Right. That is empty by the looks of it. Okay, so we're going to have to cut a little bit of grass because 98% fermented. If I'm quick, because that'll be 3,500 litres. I don't mind losing a single 3,500 litres when we've got the rest of all of those bales there to go. If I'm quick enough, because this has got the attachment on the front, I shall leave Artax down here. Jump in this one. Grass, it still says grass, let's go. It goes in over this side. Nice, okay. That's gone in, that's topped their food up a little more. I had a brief look before I started the episode and noticed that they were running at about half, so they were running at about 3,500 litres total. Now, I didn't realise until I had a brief look at that point that they had babies. So I figured I'd better just make sure the food's topped up so that they're okay. And it's our produced grass that we're turning into silage, so it's not like we're actually losing anything. We lose out on that tiny bit of immediate income from 3,500 litres of silage that, in the grand scheme, with the amount of other... I should have left that up there and just run back down to Artax. It's okay. I'm going to have to change the trailer back to bale trailer as well. But we'll get to that. We've got a little bit of time before those other ones finish fermenting. Let's just get the horses clean for now, and then we'll go from there. There we go, that's what we want. Ah, didn't do it properly. There we go. Just love how fast it goes sometimes. That's you all done. Awesome. Reproduction 18%. That should be higher than that. Where is it? It's in there. Horse pasture. Ah, yes, finished puberty, now into reproduction. My bad. Okay, yep, makes sense. Right, that's those two cleaned off and the horses dealt with for today. On to mulch with the beast. Compared to what we've had before, it's a beast. I do wish it had beacons, but for the price, I'm not going to complain. Okay, I will start in this corner actually. So yes, we shall get to harvest, and then we'll add in precision farming. Yep, that's all fine. Oh, almost. But yeah, so here we go. We're going to mulch this up, and we'll get the stones. Oh, yeah, we'll get it mulched and we'll get it ploughed. We'll get the stones picked up, and we'll get the seeds in there for the oats, because that's our money maker at the moment. Going through the oats, through the getting the oats out, putting them in the windmill, and taking it down to the bakery, getting it turned into bread. That is our real money maker right now. That's where everything comes from. Oh, and I can't drive straight. So yeah, we shall crack on, get this done. It won't take us too long. I do wonder how precision farming will deal with custom made fields. I assume it'll do it, unless you buy for the plot of land as a whole. So I'd have to buy one for that section of land over there and then one for these fields. If it's like that, that's not a problem. I can deal with that. We'll get through it. Nice, one circuit already. This really won't take us too long at all. I did upgrade the size of the plough. When I went and got the tractor, you could see it sticking out the top of the... I'll turn the help menu off now, we don't need it. You could see it sticking out the top of the shed over there. That's not a problem. It's fine. It's something that at some point soon, when precision farming is being used, we won't use the plough as often anyway. I am hoping to upgrade us to a big direct drill with fertilizing and seeding capabilities. If we take this cultivator, we do need a cultivator as well though. That's the thing with doing it with a faster tractor, having an upgrade, is I don't get quite as long to look through the menus while I'm going up and down the rows anymore. I do like the turning circle though. It's got a good turning circle for what we use right now. So let's seeders, that's where it was. And we want a nice fill. And that is the one that I was, or was it? That's the one, that's what I was looking for. I'm hoping that will have the variable seed rates and stuff. That one has, from what I've seen in the videos. If you're watching this at any point and you have any queries about precision farming or precision farming just in general, the farm sim guy, FSG, did an awesome video, goes through all the bits and pieces that you need to know to get your head in the loop and in the game for it. Really clear, concise info as well, so fair play. I do like his videos. Mr. CDP's gone through all the mods and everything. I believe he might have done a video on precision farming, but no offense to him, I view his mainly for the mod reviews and stuff. FSG, yeah, I'd sort of, he's the guy when it comes to farm sim. He knows what he's talking about. He's a good laugh as well when we watch him on streams and stuff. So, but yeah, go check him out if you haven't done. He's a wealth of information on the game, and he's got tons of videos, so you can watch his entire back catalogue and binge watch. But yeah, Mr. CDP for the mod videos. The bonus with Mr. CDP as well is his mod videos, where he's on PS5. I know that everything he does is compatible with my machine. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those that it's system compatibility. I imagine there's someone out there that plays on Xbox, and some of yourselves might want to prefer watching him for your info and videos. Excuse me 2 seconds. There we go. Sorry, had to clear that out of my throat. Now here's where I need to try and not run over my chickens. At some point, I want to get these trees cleared off the track as well. They're starting to annoy me. That's fine, it's a tiny bit. Although now we're able to do things like this with a bigger tractor, I wonder if I could upgrade this. No, we've got plenty of other upgrades first. And I know it's not the next line over yet, but I figured we're so close to the end now, and I get so much to turn around, so much space to turn around at the other end that doesn't really matter. And watch out for the chickens. I'm hoping that catches that little edgy bit on the left there. I'm hoping that's just shadow. Let's go. Yes. Alright, now I'm just going to buzz around and start back at the bottom end there. Technically, yeah, it is the bottom end. It's south on the map, so it's the bottom end. Even though the hill slopes downwards, so technically it's the top. The sim stick. Now there's a talking point. I watched Mr. CDP's review for that. I asked a couple of questions on FSG's stream the other night as well, and thankfully he answered, so I appreciate that. It's the farm stick. It's compatible with a steering wheel, so apparently we're going to be able to have a steering wheel compatible with the PlayStation, which would be nice. PS5, sorry, just to clarify. But we're going to be able to have a compatible steering wheel for the PlayStation, because as far as I was aware, there weren't any compatible ones at the moment for PS5. So that'll be nice. But Thrustmaster are doing one, and they do it as a whole box with the new farm stick for FS25. Apparently, FS25 is the only game that it's capable of supporting yet, but Thrustmaster, I imagine, will work on it in the future and possibly make it compatible for Flight Sim or something like that. Although PlayStation 5 don't have Flight Sim, so it's one of those, I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs and the technicals. All I know is that the steering wheel and the farm stick look cool, and I would love to get them at some point. When I do, I am going to give you guys the same advice that I'm going to take myself. Jump over to FSG, or well, yeah, jump over to FSG's channel. I'm not entirely sure if Mr. CDP has got like a partnership with, I know he's a Giants partner. Well, I think he's a Giants partner. I'm assuming he is because of where he gets some of the info and stuff, but I might be completely wrong about that. I know FSG is a Giants partner, but as I was saying, pop on over to FSG's because I know that he's a Thrustmaster ambassador or something like that anyway. But yeah, so you can get like 10% off also using the code or links in his descriptions for his channel, and it will help support his channel as well. He's a good bloke, so from what I've seen online, I can't speak personally, I don't know him personally or anything, but he seems like he's a good bloke. So yeah, pop on over to his channel. If you want to give him a subscribe as well, then do so. I mean, I imagine 90% of the people watching have probably popped over from his channel or have seen him before, or already subscribed, whatever. But yeah, just pop on over to FSG's channel, use the code in his description to get yourself like 10% off or something. Don't quote me on that, I don't know if it is 10%, but I know that the link might get you some sort of discount, and yeah, it will help his channel. So I'll be doing that as and when the time comes to get myself one. Apparently they're available to pre-order. I, as an adult with responsibilities and a growing daughter and a wife to deal with, I mean a wife and daughter to take care of, I won't be pre-ordering. If I could pre-order, if I somehow magically get however much it is, I haven't looked because I know I can't get it yet, but if we're done with that field, on to the next one. If for whatever reason I'm able to magically get myself a pre-order or get it at some point in the future, I will definitely be using their codes. So yeah, just my advice to everyone, do that yourselves. Jump on over to their channels, use their codes to get yourself possible discounts and help other YouTube creators, because it's one of those, it's nice when everyone helps everyone. But yeah, we managed to get that one done super fast. It's to apologise, 2 seconds. Okay, let's do that. Sorry, my watch beeped at me. Well, it didn't beep, thankfully, this time, and it just buzzed, but... Because, yes, I'm in the UK, and it's very late here. Currently, just gone 10 to 1 in the morning. Isn't a problem, though. It's okay. And away we go. I've said it before, I do love the, I say it almost every episode actually, because we start in the morning, don't we? I do like the weather effects and the fog and stuff. Just looking out like that, kind of without the tractor in the foreground, obviously, kind of reminds me of I shift over here, take that away, and just imagine that all the details top right weren't there. That could be like something out of Red Dead a few years ago. Just as a simple screenshot, not as actually playing the game. You can tell the difference as soon as you start to move around. But... right, let's get on with this field. If I am quite a varied gamer. If you've seen any of the other stuff on the channel other than this series, then you know that I play all types of games. So if at any point there's a game that any of you would like me to play, and if I've got access to it, then yeah, I'll throw it on, maybe throw a pre-recorded episode or so, depending on what it is, and if the series gains traction or people are enjoying it, then it will continue. There are multiple games. If anyone ever wants to watch any other gameplay, got access to I believe the last 3, maybe 4 years worth of PlayStation Plus monthly games, and so many others as well. I've bought myself a lot of games over the years. It's not just been the PlayStation Plus games. I am limited to PlayStation, so don't be asking me to play Derail Valley. I'd love to play Derail Valley. It's a shame it's not on console. It may come for a console release at some point in the future, but as far as I'm aware, it's still on Steam Early Access. So that's where it shall live for now. I very much enjoy a lot of my different simulator games. I played Construction Sim for a while. I built a museum. I believe a lot of people might have done that one. I threw it out to the hardest difficulty and spent like forever trying to do it, but I did it. I pressure washed Granny's cottage with pressure washer simulator. I've cut down enemies in the Emperor's Name on Space Marine 2. That's not a simulator though, but it kind of is. It's a bug fighter simulator. Helldivers 2 is also a good one. I like that. And the camera's in the trees, which is so good for everyone viewing. There we go. I am looking forward to getting precision farming active. It's going to be fun getting back to a slightly more complex game. I mean, the game is complex anyway now. They've added a few more bits. The productions and everything, that was all just a mod from 22, I believe. 19 and 22. I can't remember. It's been a while. Like, as I said before, I just play the games. It's, and there's no offence to them, but once you start playing one of the other farming simulator games, all the previous ones kind of merge into each other. I don't know about yourselves, but all the different memories kind of mash. It's like, oh, was that mod on this version or this version? So it's one of those that, as I said, I just play the game. And mulching this is coming along very quickly and very nicely, isn't it? I noticed last episode when I pulled the plough out and paid the extra little bit to extend it that there was the small issue that I decided to start running it backwards. Now technically that's a hack, but I wasn't asking the low power tractor we were running at the time to do anything that it hadn't already done. I was just attempting to expedite the process as much as possible. So yeah, I will turn that back round. I will run it the normal way now that we've got a tractor with more power, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm hoping, he says with crossed fingers. Yeah, hopefully it shouldn't be a problem, but I will run it back the proper way now that, as I said, I wasn't, it was a hack, but that little tractor had ploughed this, it created the field in the first place, it ploughed the ground, and it did run over it, I believe, normally once, maybe, I can't remember now. As I said, I've slept, I've done stuff. I do make notes on what's been done, but I can't always remember which field I was referring to when I've made the notes. It's obvious to me at the time when I'm playing which field I'm referring to, but looking back it's like, okay, alright, well that just said to plough it. Which one is it? That's the other thing. If I believe if I was on PC I'd be able to go in, I'd be able to get course play for one, which in auto drive, which I could set up course play and auto drive routes for my own fields. I say auto drive, it would be course play for the field and auto drive to set up a route that would go through all of the different trees and everything between here and the sell points, so that I wouldn't have to drive it. I could set a worker to do it, but that is not part of this series. I don't get workers. I believe I've only had like a $2 or $3 wage payment, and that is because I accidentally pressed the button that would hire a worker when attempting to cancel a job, I think, because I'm silly. But yeah, it was a mispress of a button. It may have been when I was setting up GPS, actually. I've set it up and I've pressed the button. I've just pressed and held to open the settings, and rather than flicking it over to assisted steering, I've left it on worker. which I have done. I know I've done that. This one's going very nicely as well. Hopefully, if this is any indicator, we will be okay. We'll get everything done that we want to get done. Once we're done mulching, I'll have another look at those excess bale. I say the excess, the 4, 8, 12 on the left. I'll have a look at those and see how far through fermenting they are, and then we'll get them loaded up. I'll need both tractors for that. This one will hold to no, I won't. Yes, I will. I'll need both tractors for that. With the amount I've got there. I'm just thinking how I could do this. Okay, so I'll be able to get a minimum of 2 loads on the back one and 2 loads on the front one. I can then load some excess up onto the front one. That might be all of them. Am I going to have to go and get a larger bale trailer as well? And I got 5 grand left. We had a small fortune not that long ago. What happened? Oh yeah, I remember I spent it and then went, that's not enough, so took some money from the bank. That's what happened. It was me, it's my fault. Still wants to mulch. I didn't lift it. Right. There you go, you can see it now. The top end of the green plough sticking out. I recoloured it green because well, it'll be going on this tractor now. With this one having the power. Okay, so that's where I give you food. Where do you make eggs? That's where you make eggs. You've got eggs. Okay. You've got half a pallet of eggs. Which means that you should have half a pallet of eggs. Yeah. And you've got half a pallet of eggs. Nice. Hold on, why are they producing at the same rate as this one? I'll have to look at that. It also means that our wheat now won't really be going through the mill. Our wheat will be going to the chickens. It will be going into the silo and sitting there, and then getting divided between the chickens as and when it needs to. Right. That's that done. Let's reattach. And this isn't sneaky save. We shall jump into the settings, help menu back on. Yeah, this isn't. This one is the right. Operating position. Oh, want to double check these ones. 96. Are they still not done? They're not. Okay. These are all done now, aren't they? Yeah, they're all done. Okay, so I can start with these ones. Unload bales. I'll make that nice and straight. Unloading assistant. Okay. I bought unloading. Unloading assistant. Why can't I turn the unloading assistant on? I don't know why I can't do that. Abort unloading. Yeah, now tension straps don't go on there. Work mode easy. Toggle work mode. Pro. Unload. Why is that stopped? Okay. Unloading. So what are we doing wrong here? Why is this broken? Why I am not having any luck with this. Okay, work mode, pro. Unload bales. Or unload this. Oh. Because it was already loaded, right. Easy. Let's stop unloading. Operating position. There we go, right. Now we can do this. Unload bales. I'm going to connect onto that one. Right, okay. Right. Flick back to that one and stop unloading. Operating position. Awesome. That's how we want it to work. Oh, that took a bit of effort, didn't it? Alright, now let's spin round and try not to run over any chickens. Oh, it's going to take us a little longer on it. Come on. Let's get this spun round. At the same time, try not to tip over. Yeah, well, that didn't work either, did it? Let's straighten this up. That's what we need. Because this one is going to be a bit cheeky. Let's see if we can do the same as we did last time. Alright, unload bales. Take it up like that. Which one is it? This one. Take it back like that, and about there. And we just want to drop it down slightly, don't we? So about there. Awesome. And right, that's worked. Okay, so that's one half of the cheeky done. Let's stop unloading. Operating position. Awesome. Okay. Now, it's blatantly obvious. We are getting 0 more. 0 on that back one. So I need to go and get the other tractor. Still not done. And if I load them onto the wagon, they won't be done either. I have downloaded the Fast and Light mod. I have played around with it. I haven't got it in this series because it's not very realistic. It's the complete opposite of realistic. So, all right. I could always load them onto the Forestry wagon if needed. That'll attach on the back of those. Would probably give that middle one a tiny bit of stability, since it's on the tail end. It's going to get whipped around all over the place, but I'm sure it'll be fine. We'll do things and see what happens. Yeah, I know. I'm being really picky about this, but I actually want those as far away as possible so I can stick one in the middle. Because these... the ones loaded on there take up no physical space. They don't exist anymore. So I'm going to make use of that. Right. And this one should slide straight into the middle. Okay. Well, they got pushed to the other side. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We shall leave this over here for now. We're done with that for a minute because those other ones still need to ferment a little touch more. We want that on there. We want those strapped down for a moment, and we'll take that off. Okay. Now we want to jump in, and we will speed up time. Times 3 sounds... Because, yeah, that's... Hold on, it's March. That actually needs to be planted today, doesn't it? The oats, they do. And the weather's fine. The weather will hold up. So yeah, we'll leave it on that. That'll be fine. Now it's time to plough. And I don't know if this has got 3 point. It did have a 3 point on the front, didn't it? Yes. Let's get this out and see what I mean about pokes through the top. I just thought if I'm able to use that on the front like that, I could instantly go round behind and pick up with the... That's such a cheeky manoeuvre. I'm not going to. I want to do things properly. And I should probably have a weight on the front of this as well, but... This is going to be so quick. No. See, I probably paid $1 for that. Right. One headland will be fine. Awesome, and we don't need the help menu anymore. We'll put it back on in a bit when we've got to play with the bales some more. But for right now, we're okay. I'm very much liking this. The extra size that comes with the power that you can now have. This is so much better. So much better. Now, as we're there and we're doing that, let's check the fertilisation states. Yeah, that's all been mulched. That's now been ploughed. Okay, so it's all got a state of fertilisation. That's not a problem. None of it needs light. Awesome. That didn't happen. I mean, it did, but it didn't. Let's go. Bambi running off there. The other news that came out is the GTA 6 trailer and the announcement that May the 26th, 2026. So that's a date for your diaries, people. The next installment of the GTA franchise. If the video and the screenshots and everything, I mean, it's available to wishlist now on PS5. But if the video and the screenshots are anything to go by, they've surpassed themselves yet again. But I mean, they take enough time on games nowadays, so they better pull a good game out of the hat. It's, if they were, say, EA knocking one out every year, like the next FIFA or FC, whatever it is they're doing nowadays, if that was the case, then yeah, we shouldn't expect quality. But that isn't the case. They release a new game once every 6 years or so. And I mean new game, not just a remaster or an upgrade or anything like that. Fully new games once every... It's gotten longer and longer, but production cycles, costs, all that stuff, that's all increased. So I do understand. As a gamer, it doesn't mean it doesn't suck having to wait, but I do understand that it's that old quote from a Nintendo employee, or something that was believed to be a quote, but it wasn't exactly what he said or whatever it was. But yeah, a good game, a great game is great for something. I can't remember the exact quote, but yeah, a good game is a good game, but a rushed game is crap forever, or something to that effect. It's yeah, that's fine. If I do that a bit, it'll follow this line, even though I get to the end of it. And it should pick up further down. If not, then I'll do that. There's our bakery. Another save. There's our bakery. Let's have a... okay, so we are out of bread mix. I say bread mix, it's flour. We're out of flour. Okay, everything else is alright. Oh, that's saying there's just an edgy bit there. And yeah, in fact, I can see exactly what's going to be left if I do leave that. That's fine. This thing has, yeah, almost nothing, but there is a something. This thing has power. Right. Watch out, chickies. And away we go. Now it's the seeding that's going to take the time. But I cannot, we're 170 in the hole with the bank. I cannot justify pull in another 122. Next year, next game year. There we go. There's the bit of slowdown. That's why I was trying to keep it as nice as possible. Because apparently this plough has a rated power rating of or required power rating, sorry, of 300, something like that. Wow. Hold on, why am I getting tyre marks when I've been... That's why, because it's the texture glitch. Haha. I still forget there are glitches in bugs occasionally. It's like, why is it doing that? Oh yeah, it's that bug they haven't managed to fix yet. Just going back to it very quickly, that's probably part of what's taken the development of GTA 6 so long, is they want to put so much stuff into it and make it a living, breathing world that yeah, it's going to take so much time to like game test, like quality assurance. They don't want to do a CD Projekt Red and release a Cyberpunk 2066 or whatever it was, 2072, whatever it was, that Cyberpunk game that came out. Yeah, CD Projekt Red completely flopped the launch. Yeah, I don't imagine they'll want to. Cyberpunk 2077, that's the one. I know I'd get there in the end. Old time gamers for you, so we don't have the best memory. I do when I'm playing games, I know exactly what I'm doing. I can't always communicate exactly what I'm doing, but if you can see what I'm doing, then you'll get the gist. And awesome. Why did I just do that? I was supposed to do the uppy and downies first. Silly me. Let's go. It will seem like I know how to play this game one day. It's not like I've platinumed 19 in 22 or anything. I did, just so I platinumed FS19 a fair few years ago, Platinum 22 a fair few years ago. It's, they are fairly easy games to get your platinum on. The only slightly difficult one, or slightly annoying one, was the cotton harvest. I've not picked up platinum on FS25 yet, but I have picked up a couple of trophies on stream. It's not popped up or anything to yourselves because I didn't realise there was a setting that was turned on that stopped it showing up. But from now on, you should see a little pop-up if I get a trophy. When I started this series, I hadn't cut down a single tree, so I got the I'm Stumped trophy. Shortly after, I got the one for cutting down 25 trees. Not that long ago, literally I believe it was last episode, I picked up the thoroughbred trophy that is for just running around with horses or whatever it is. But yeah, and that is what made me realise that my trophies wouldn't show up to yourselves. So I went on, I've changed the setting. So now if I get a trophy on anything, yourself should see it pop up and go, ooh, trophy, you did a thing. So that'll be nice. We're cracking on very nicely with this as well. I do wonder how this tractor will fare with this plough on our slightly hilly sections. But now we do own the 6 metre version and the 12 metre version, so if it really comes to it, I can just change this size back down. That's not too much of a problem. There we go. And I kept the camera out of the trees. You're welcome. It was as much for me as it was for you. I kind of get annoyed when the camera spins random in the trees. I'm like, where am I going? What am I doing? Oh no, there's a ditch. There's some water. Talking of ditches and water, was watching FSG stream the other night. Mega Silage Harvest Part 2. And yeah, he almost ditched it. Was chatting away to the chat and yeah, very nearly put his tractor and his trailer full of grass into a ditch because he hit the side of a bridge. He had mentioned a couple of times that the settings for his steering wheel had reset themselves. The sensitivity had gone down or gone up, or something had changed, so things weren't right. But yeah, that was a fun couple of minutes watching him crash and then seeing him try to get out of it and then having to use super strength. And I stuck in the trees. And then having to use super strength to actually pick the tractor up and get it out of there. Fair play though, fair play, he owned it. It was funny to watch. I've done plenty of things like that in the past myself. Most notable to me that comes to mind was running a fairly large combine harvester. This was on not Riverbend Springs, I don't think. No, base map from last game. It was a base map from 22. Running a fairly large harvester down to a grain mill, or so it might be. Yeah, it was 22. I can remember because it was the same fields and everything I did the cotton challenge on, because that's the trophy. That's what I was saying earlier. That was the cotton trophy was the trophy that was a little more difficult to get, because those cotton bales have to be done in a single sitting. Like, you can't turn the game off. They need to be done like, as one go. So yeah, that was the annoying one in the last game, the cotton, and I believe it will be the same in this, because giants don't fix their bugs really, not if the game still works. But yeah, I was chatting about something just then and I've completely forgotten, so chat if you're there and you can remember what I was saying, what I was talking about. Please do chime in, let me know. I'm always keen to finish off subjects that I start talking about and then get completely sidetracked and talk about something else. That's what happens when you become a doddering old fool. I'm not even 40. Oh, that's a blue light. Okay. Nice. This is the last pass, and then we'll go and we'll have a quick check of the bales as we go past. And yeah, depending on what they say, depends on whether we'll instantly pull out the stone picker or not. Either way, it's not a problem. Brilliant. That's that done. It's one of those that when it comes to selling, when it comes to buying a new seeder, we will say, yes, they're silage now. Double check all of them. Yeah, okay, brilliant. Yeah, when it comes to buying the new seeder, we will more than likely sell that old one. As we won't need the old one anymore, there's no point in keeping it around, and the funds from the old one will go towards the new one. We won't be silly, we will empty it out, make sure that yeah, that's fine. And I pressed the wrong button. Yeah. Right. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, we'll load those up. We'll load these up, get these sold. I need to be careful turning this round, because I'm not going to get all of those on there, am I? And I've already put... No, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what we can do. Now we want to unhook that one. I need to turn the engine off. That's going to be sat there for a while. Okay. So we got 3 extras at the moment on the back end of that one. And they're kind of in the wrong place. So we want that one there. Excuse me. And if we can get this one closer, that would be great. we going to catch them both? Yes. Okay, brilliant. Oh no. Why has that caught that one? That's a bit further out than I expected it to be. Let's sort that out, and we'll have to do it this way instead then, won't we? Okay, good to know though. Should have probably remembered that from the other times I've been playing with this. Right, let's pop this one right in next to that. Right, now let's see if we can get both of those picked up nicely. Oh, this is going to turn into more effort and work than I wanted it to, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, 3.5. Come on. 7,000. Nicey, nicey. Right. Now that one on the back end. I do need a bigger bale trailer. I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to have to... Oh, and that one fell off too. Why? Okay, alright. That might not be the end of the world. Oh, it might be because of where that's landed. Oh no, thankfully not too much of a problem. Let's squeeze that in there like that, and then push that over and make that stand there. Oh, and there's two that fell off. Why is that not sitting on there properly? This is going to be a nightmare, isn't it? It really is. Right, okay, yeah, because that one there is actually there, so... Oh. Should shred all this down and if this doesn't start to work, I will just go back to field work. It's fine. It's yes, lift it up and then do the turn. Right. I know part of my mistake. I know a big part of my mistake. If I jump in that and put the straps on, then they'll hold the ones that are there in place. And that will stop me being such an idiot. Right, okay. So let's see, that should... Is that 1, 2 or 3 along there? Okay. Yeah, so they're either side, aren't they? Can I... drop that one on there like that. Oh. Click, click, like we do for the wood. Alright, okay. I think we might just about have a handle on this. I don't know how well all of it's going to go. But, we'll see what happens. Something will happen. And it might be funny to watch. There's every possibility that it's not going to be funny to watch and you lot are just going to be sat there bored. So, I believe there might be a channel out there somewhere where you can watch paint dry. I love it. Brilliant. Right, now let's see how badly this messes up here. Okay. That's fine, I can deal with this one. Like that. And quick. Oh no, did I unwrap it? I did. It's still silage though. Doesn't matter that it's unwrapped, it's still silage. To be fair, I forgot that was a function you could do. This is going to take me so... I'm going to go and get the log trailer in a minute. Oh! I'm going to watch as any possible audience there may have been slowly dwindles away and goes, what the hell is this guy doing? Trying his best to stay away from a nervous breakdown, and that's what this guy is doing. I did it. Quick. Right. Yeah, okay. That gets dropped off. Let's go and get the log trailer. I should have learnt from the very start that that was going to be a bit difficult. And this should now make things... I mean, I'm not going to be I should be able to get all of them on here. Annoyingly, I've now half used the auto load trailer that I could have used to help load this thing up, but that's fine. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right. Let's get this back on the back, just to give it that extra little bit of weight and stability. Because as we know from moving logs, this thing doesn't have a lot of front back end weight. Okay. Yeah, one of the next things will get auto-loading bale trailer, big one. Right. Now, I very much doubt this is going to take a double stack. Oh no, I didn't realise one over there wasn't attached. Okay. Click, click. Okay. Good, good. We've got a start. And once these ones are in, we might be able to get the other ones to balance in on the edge somehow. I don't know. We'll see what's what. It would have probably been quicker just to run over there with a load, come back, auto load it up, and then just run over there again. But where's the fun in that? Oh, that's right. Getting through doing the rest of the fields. There's where the fun is. Alright, if this one sits on the back, that'll be a miracle. It's gonna, isn't it? Just. But it did. Click and click. Okay, alright. So let's see where that one fell off from. We should be able to get this one back on there easy enough. Oh, as long as I don't tip everything else off of it. Okay, so it wasn't from there. Huh. Oh no. It wasn't from there, so it must have been one of the ones from on top. Did we put any on top? We hadn't put any on top. Okay, let's go click click and click click. Is there one there? Click click. Click, click. Please all stay on. No, because that has a really extendy left-hand side. I need to approach like this. And at last second spin it so that left-hand side is miles out from anything. Because that has such a long reach. Okay, alright, that is a little bit better, a bit easier to deal with. Although this still is taking me like 10 times longer than I'd like it to. Okay. No, get out. Stop. Click, click. Right, awesome. Too long. You're taking too long. Right. Okay, alright. I unfortunately am going to have to do something that I don't like doing, which is tab across. But you will see there is a very good reason for doing so. Because that way I can click and unclick on the there we go, on the bale trail, on the log wagon. God. God, just off, come on. There we go, 7,000. Whoops. There we go. Okay, alright. I have a feeling I know how to do this now. Let's grab this one, take it over to next to this one. Oh. All I can say is thankfully I had a third trailer that could handle this, because Yeah, otherwise I would have been a little bit stuffed. Although, as it does say in the description of the channel, I do a lot of live so that if there are problems, yourself see solutions. Okay. That is as high up and... yeah. Okay. No idea why that wasn't going over that, and you want to go over that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. One on top at the very end over there. Not quite what I was after. Yeah, let's just go for the other one if that's going to be the case. That's not what we were... Okay. Oh, ha, ha. Two more bales. Two more bales. This one and one more. Okay. One bale. One bale. And to be honest, I think I might just start the stone picking now. I am. Yeah, it probably won't sit there. Right. Awesome. There we go for a moment. Right, there we go. I do apologise about that. Alright. That is... I don't know why I turned that off. That's this tractor done with. I shall just drop that down. And rather than do anything else for now, I'm just going to park it up there. That is all ready to go. The only thing I might do No. Thank you. That's better. They're all strapped up the way they should be. I really don't want to unstrap that one because it will probably lose those, and they're all strapped up. Awesome. Right. So all of that can just sit there for now until we're ready to sell. But our fields are full of stones that need to be dealt with. And this is the way to deal with them. It should auto-detect the width again. 9.3 meters, is it? Oh, well, that's nice. And we only need one headland. 9.1. I always do a slight underlap, overlap, however you want to classify it, because the amount of times that I've been doing stone picking or rolling, more to the point. Oh, I actually need to hit the button. Haha. Right, let's go. This is nice. Right, and another save. Right, okay, so that is taking away all of the stones. As soon as we get to the end, we will lift up. That is classed as cultivated now. Where's... Yes, of course it won't say needs rolling because we haven't planted in it. Haha. Once again, that's me attempting to jump the gun. Awesome, awesome. We will want to make our own lime with these stones at some point. We have that functionality somewhere in here. All the way down. I've got a lot of different... There it is. I believe that's... cement factory, a miniature one. Yeah, I'm having a very quick look. I'm not seeing another cement factory. I'm not seeing any of the other ones. It must have been that little one down there. Yeah, because it's all the bio stuff now. Yep, so that one. 12.5 grand. It's only a little thing, but it doesn't need to be massive because it's literally just going to make... Right, literally just going to make some lime for us out of whatever we get excess from here. So, Not anything too difficult. I'm assuming this counts as rolling. It looks like it's a rolled state. I didn't actually say anything. This is... I say rolled state. It's not. It's a cultivated state, isn't it? It's one of those that I very much prefer to run this over the top before I do my planting, because that way I don't damage my seeder, because I really don't want to have to spend out extra if I don't need to. Watch out, chickies! It seems like the chickens might have some semblance of self-preservation. Now, I will double check in a moment, but as far as I'm aware, these seeders pick up all the stones. It's not just medium and smalls, it's the large ones as well. Stone pickers. Just as stone pickers, okay. That's not a problem. We can check in here. Yep. That is for once taking all the stones, although I'm not seeing any larger ones there. So I don't know if we ended up like shallow ploughing or something because of... Oh no, I did these properly. I didn't run it backwards. I don't know. Again, I just play the game. I very much enjoy playing the game, but I just play it. Do not ask for technical specifications. I am people, hear me. When I cut the field, it was just that corner that was slightly too sharp. The rest of it, I think, went okay. It'll go round in a single headland non-stop. But yeah, just that corner, slightly too sharp. Okay, that's one field done. Let's get set up and going on this one. We are getting through this fairly nicely. I am very impressed. I'm happy we managed to get all of those bales loaded. We are getting a fair amount of stones off this as well. Nowhere near enough to make enough lime to cover all of our fields, but more than enough to help. This field won't take as long, I don't think. It might take a little longer. This one's a bit wider than it is long, so whereas that one's got the length, so you can get done fairly quick. You've got to do more back and forths on this one. If I'm clever, I can let you lot see nothing but trees. There we go, that's what we wanted to do. Get all the way through. Start that about there, that's fine. Yeah, there we go. Do apologise about the bush view for a moment. I'm trying to branch out into different camera angles, that's why. It's... Aha. 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 I know, it's so funny. Yeah, right. Awesome, awesome. Almost on them. This is the last one of these, and then it's back down on the home straight. By doing this, I think we're about officially a third of the way through the field. Because one way up and down counts as about a third, the other way up and down counts as about a third, and then you've got the headland that would count as about a third. It's still just all slightly set out differently. That's only because we've got one headland. If we had two headlands, then yeah, those numbers would be different again. They're just rough figures as well. It's not they're exactly a third. It's just rough guesstimation. It's good enough to play a game with. Doing fairly well. This will be about half full by the time. Well, just under half full. About 45% at most, I presume. Although you know what they say about presuming. If you presume, you make a brew as you and me. Something along those lines, I swear it is. I knew it was going to try and save again. I just wanted to take a very quick look and see. I will check it in a moment. Yes, I know I don't have access. I just dropped it earlier. I don't care. Shush. Alright. Silage. Let's just have a look, see how much silage is. It's not on that bit, it's on this bit. All the way down. All the way down. All the way down. There it is. Silage. Ooh. It's 118. 121. Almost. Oh. That's all done. Awesome. I was about to start trying to go back down the edge there. But amazing. So that's that all done. Yeah. 42%. Yeah, and that animal trailer, I bought that last episode, and I spotted on Mr. Sealy P's mod video that a new one's come out, and I kind of like, not so much like the look of it, because it looks like a standard one, like we've already got, but I like the functionality that it does all animal types, bar chickens, but it does all the animal types. Now that's something that we could do with. And we are planting oats. Stirring assist. Drop that down 2 centimeters. 20 centimeters, sorry. Okay. Let's go. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. See, now this one's going to take us a while. Look, my God. Okay, alright. Although we do get to run at quite a speed, so it's not all a complaint, is it? And left. And spin. And right now is why I'm really appreciative of GPS, because it's going to be a lifesaver on I mean, there isn't much difference between you hold it like that and it kind of blends in a bit. You can't really tell it is, and you can't, there is a difference, you can tell, but it'd be a nightmare trying to do that without GPS. Fair play to real farmers. I'd like a larger planter than this, although we are getting along at a fair rate. Right. A bigger planter wouldn't hurt. Well, cedar, sorry, wouldn't hurt. When we get into the realms of planter, that's when we've got some money, because we've decided to get ourselves the ability to put soybeans or corn in the ground. Soybeans aren't apparently the money maker they used to be. Awesome. Something that will change once precision farming's locked in on this save will be variable seeding rates. So instead of just using a standard amount, we'll be putting in varying amounts of seed compared to the soil type. Which will be nice. It's as was mentioned earlier it was either FSG or Mr. CLP. It adds another level of complexity. That I think it was Mr. CLP. Adds another level of complexity, which is nice. And of course, it's completely optional. You can download Precision Farming, and because of where it's classed as a mod, you can choose to have it active or not. You can download it and install it and activate it for one save and not for another. So it is a handy little update. Wow, Dakota's worth over 1,000 already. That's probably because we skip months quite quickly during the winter, which I think is fair. We don't have a huge amount of work over the winter. It's we have the grass in as soon as the oats are up and out. Yeah. Resort the field out and drop some grass into it so that we've got something we can make some money off until we can put oats back in. Unfortunately, grass does not count as a cover crop yet at the moment for precision farming, from what I've heard. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong. But yeah, precision farming doesn't count grass as a cover crop, so that's, from my point of view, that's a little annoying, because I've been putting grass in these two fields to get a couple of extra hacks off from the year. Hack them down, bale them up. But yeah, it is what it is. I shall have to see how precision farming takes me using oat fields for grass when there's no oats in them, because it's not something I plan on stopping. It's a nice little money maker. The only other way that I could do it is brilliant. The only other way that I could do it is have a field other than the little one we've got over there, a field dedicated to grass. And if that's the case, and I have a large field dedicated to grass, I would skip that one back to being an actual crop, as we've got these two that are the oat fields. I'd sorry, excuse me, I yawned there for a moment. Yeah, I'd probably skip that one back to being a crop of some kind. More than likely, I'd throw it as an extra wheat now that we've got all the extra chickens. At least for a year. The following year, I'd probably switch it over. It would either be a secondary barley, a tertiary oat, or a secondary canola, depending on how we do things. That's a little way off yet. We still have to introduce precision farming. And a couple of other bits we need to... There's a tree. And that is how you tip things over. Yeah, good enough. Another reason why I give myself a little bit of overlap. My chickens are fearless, aren't they? Off with that one. And down now, and away we go. Yeah, I thought there'd be another one there at least. Okay. Same as the last one, out here, big spin round. That side of the tree then. Okay. We're going back the other way. They really don't care, do they? We're doing all right. We are getting there. We're a fair way through this field now. Getting the oats in the ground once again. As I said, those chickens really don't care. They sit there with one of those I don't give a looks on my face. On their faces, sorry. And what's that noise that chickens make? They go around, they cluck, don't they? Yeah. Those chickens are turning around with a I don't give a cluck look on their faces. I'm impressed with how quick this new machine gets. Excuse me. How quick this new tractor gets through all the field work now. As I said, I just prefer a larger seeder now. That's all we need. A seeder with a bit more width so that I can get a bit more done a bit quicker. But that is the game. That's the process you go through. You start with the little stuff, save up your money so you can get the big stuff, so you can save up your money to get the bigger stuff. So you can go, yeah, look what I've got, and then stop and start again on a new save with nothing. And that is not what we shall do, though. We'll get to a point with this, and the Farm Sim universe, according to Wolfie69, will diverge. We'll have a small divergence where this will carry on as it is from where we are, however we're doing at the time, and but episodes for this will probably slow down as maybe a contracting series or a new survival series where we take some of the money that we've got from this and go to a new map, wherever that may be. And there are ways that we can make things like that work and seem canonical within my version of the game's universe. There was I spoke about it a fair few episodes now, but there was an idea that I saw on a Farmer Cop video. Actually, he was doing a survival run on No Man's Land on FS25, and he basically had some of his subscribers suggest, and commenters on videos suggest businesses that could be added in, and like little law reasons why the businesses could be added in, and because of where he started on No Man's Land. If you're familiar with the game, you know what No Man's Land is. If you're not, it was basically like this, just a wilderness. There was a machine purchase point with a sell point, and that was it. There was nothing else on there. You start from scratch, same as this. But yeah, Farmer Cop was doing a series on there, and he had subscribers and commenters suggest businesses that could be placed in, and he was running it in effectively a multiplayer game, so that all of the other businesses could be part of a co-op that earned their own money, and he could interact and sell to that co-op and earn the money from that co-op. He was playing on PC, so was able to use console commands, so could like put money in when he should have done, so he'd figure out how much things cost and put money across to his account as and when he needed to, which is all fair enough. It's all in the spirit of the game and the rules. But yeah, it's something that rattled around in my head for a while, was do something like this as a multiplayer, only for the reason of being able to have like multiple sell points for items and other businesses, like for example the ice cream factory and that sort of stuff. So I'd be able to sell things to the ice cream factory, and that would be placed on another random part of the map that is owned by the co-op rather than by me. The only thing you need to do with that is make sure that if you open it via the multiplayer. You'll have to password lock it and everything like that, make sure that no one can join in that isn't supposed to join, but ensure that when you open it next time, you open it in multiplayer, because I was testing around with that sort of thing a little while back and opened a multiplayer that I've been testing and playing with as a single player, and it instantly merges the farms. So I owned everything that the little testing co-op that I was making owned. So I owned all the sale points, all the extra productions that had been put down and everything, all got transferred to ownership, got transferred to myself. I was like, oh, well, this isn't quite what I was trying to make happen. It was a good thing I made it happen. It wisened me up and made me learn, okay, alright, so if you shut down a multiplayer game and decide to open it as a single player game again, all of those assets and everything don't just disappear, they just change ownership, which in itself is okay and absolutely fine. I completely get it, and it is better than having them just completely disappear. But at the same time, it's I wish it would protect. I mean, I don't know, it might have done. It's a little while ago I did this now, but I wish it would protect a multiplayer one. So it's like, are you sure you wish to open this in single player? As I said, it might do. It's been a little while since I did that. So, Quick swig of me coffee. Oh, nummy nummy. Nice. Yeah, that should carry on down and tidy everything up quite nicely. As this will follow that another save. As that will follow that around, I am gonna... Okay, no. Everything's in there okay. As far as I'm aware, this is still our original batch of seeds. I don't think I topped up anymore. I may have done. I can't remember having done, but... If this is our original lot of seeds, it's done very well. I mean, we're on about the third, fourth harvest or so, as far as I'm aware. There we go. We might do this last lap. Once we've completed this one, we might do this last lap of the headlands in cab view. It'll make a different, make a change. A little bit different. Okay. Oh, seriously? Oh, nice. Okay. I wonder what... Oh, there is one. That's what I was saying earlier, was about the Thrustmaster bits. I will take a look at some point at the... Is this going all the way around? No problem. No. There we go. Yeah, I do want to take a look at those Thrustmaster bits and pieces. The only problem is my TV and my PS5 are set up in my front room because we live in a small flat. So yeah, until such a point as I can have a dedicated gaming space, that I don't believe will be until we move and I'm able to build some sort of shed. Yeah, until such a point, I don't think I'll be able to have the steering wheel. I might be able to have the farm stick, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. I don't think I'll be able to have the steering wheel, just for the simple fact of setup space. Okay, and oh, let's just pull that off the edge there, like that. Is that field done? This field now. Let's take that on, actually. Get that 4 headlands. Better. And from about there. Let's go. This is turning out to be a very productive episode. And you didn't hear that click. It didn't happen. Do. Sorry about that, just smashed my headset up a little bit. Accidentally, it wasn't intentional. Oh, okay. I didn't lift it up. It's because I smashed my headset slightly. Not a problem. Drop and go. Make sure I lift it up this time. can spin round. Good, good. That's why I gave myself 4 headlands this time. Because I knew that turning next to that other field would have been a little bit tight otherwise. Yeah, I was just looking at the percentage on the seeds, but we should be okay. I expect we should get through the rest of this field with what we've got seed-wise. It's not a massive field or anything. It's large compared to what we have had, but in the grand scheme it's still not a huge field, so we shouldn't have too much of a problem with that. Take another quick swig of me coffee before we get to the end. There we go. Yeah, we're doing okay. Needs rolling. I know it needs rolling. Hey, not that one. That one. Out there. Let's go. It would be nice to get a rice field put in at some point. But for that, we need a bit more space. And it needs to be levelled as well. Which I don't think is here anywhere. I think we might have to have a look around the plots of land and see if there's a nice flat bit anywhere that we'll be able to purchase at some point to be able to stick a small rice paddy on. That one. Sometimes I make myself feel drunk with the amount I spin the camera around. But yeah, well, I have to try and find a nice flat spot for a rice paddy. And some of that over there looks not too bad, so we'll have to figure out if that's the one next to us or the one over from that. But we'll definitely get another plot at some point to expand even more. That will be after precision farming has been installed and we've done our next harvest and we've paid back the loan to the bank. So that is a fair way off yet. Awesome. Started in that bottom corner, so this is the last one in this direction, and then when we start coming back down, this will it will be the first one of going in the other way. Right, there's half the up and downs. Look at the mud on the tyres. About there, weren't we? Yeah, I'm silly. I should have just started to turn it. Again, like I said, that's why I gave myself 4 headlands. So I got the space to turn around. I think we're going to end up running over a little bit past when we normally like to. I say we, it's me. I think I'm going to accidentally run on past, wrong one, past where I normally like to stop. I like to run a stream for about 3 hours. I think that's a good amount of time to be able to get stuff done in. Unfortunately, messing around a bit with those bales took time out of the field work. I tell you what, I'll do it like this: field work process. So I still need to get both of these fields rolled, and ideally, throwing a load of fertilizer on it won't be too difficult. I could do that fairly quickly. That'll be a butt up and down each one, but it's the rolling that will take the time. Out of the tree. Hopefully I've actually got enough fertilizer. There are a lot of hopefullys in my playstyle. A lot of things are left up to chance, in as much as if certain things are certain ways, well, that's the way they are, and I will just deal with them, rather than meticulously planning out everything that's going to happen. Because if I've got to just stick to a rigid plan and there's no freedom for deviation for what could be fun or anything at the time, then I mean, what's the point? You're no longer playing a game because it's fun. And that should be the primary reason to play games in the first place. Forget making money off them, forget anything like that. It should be, you want to play games to have fun. I am looking forward to getting precision farming enabled. It's as the Americans say, it's been a hot minute since I've used precision farming. There we go. Now, here is the bonus of having a helper, is I would technically be able to leave the helper doing this while jumping in the other tractor and starting to roll, or starting to throw fertilizer. And yeah, that would be a definite bonus. But unfortunately, that kind of goes against our survival series, like the mantra of a survival series, in as much as, well, no, you don't get people to do the work for you when you're attempting to survive, unless it's a group survival series, at which point, well, that would be more a Daggerwin style of play. The series with Daggerwin and Chainsaw 100 on Riverbend Springs, actually. Which, fair play to them, they've done really well. That sky seems to be changing fairly rapidly and a little bit odd to me. Yes, it's because the time is sped up. Yeah, the time is sped up and the clouds are passing over fairly quickly. Sneaky pause and save. Let's spin the time back down. Why are the clouds still going crazy? That's an odd one. I have no explanation. I thought the clouds would calm down once I turned the game speed down. Apparently not. That's just another bug to be added to the hundreds that Giants have got to deal with, but is what it is. And we are almost done with the up and downs. Just four roundy rounds, and then we're all done on that. And then we'll have to very, very quickly grab the roller and very, very quickly grab the fertilizer spreader. Although it's one of those, if I did have any brain cells, I would have whacked the fertilizer spreader on front of this, so I could have, when I was going down the right lane, thrown fertilizer everywhere. But I didn't think of it until now. So that is what it is. And a spinny. Oh, no. Lock in on that one. Thank you. Drop and go. Yeah, we've definitely got enough seed to do this field, which is nice. It means we haven't got to worry about buying any more until precision farming's enabled. Give it a big spin round. Lock in on that one. Drop and go. Yeah, those two trees are too close. Nope. That one there. Drop and go. Right. I'm really trying to speed this along now as fast as I can. I want that fertilizer in I want them rolled. I also want to get off and sell all of those bales. Get some money in the bank. Go. Go, go, go. I mean, I'm not going to complain at the tractor, it's doing wonderfully. It's pulling the machinery and it's got plenty of power left, so I'm not complaining. I just wish I had a larger seeder. But that will come with time. Once we've got the money to be able to do it, we'll have it. The same as everything else, we've had to wait. But once we've got the money, we've gone and got it for ourselves. So I knew I was going to do that as soon as I started to turn. And drop. Go. And I know that apparently that would, in real life, that would damage the seeder, but this isn't real life. Yes, we're going for a mostly realistic playthrough, but yeah, generally this isn't real life, so we can do certain things that, for example, big bags and pallets and stuff like that, we can load that just by standing the vehicle or whatever next to it and clicking the left stick or the right, left stick. Yeah, right stick does count. So yeah, just by clicking the left stick we can refill items. That's not realistic, but we all do it because it's part of the game. Awesome, awesome. We are cracking along. Come on. That one. Go. Okay. Penultimate headland. When it comes to the rolling, I'm going to put it to one headland, and I'm not even going to bother with the headland. I'm just going to go right off the end. Just because the rolling needs to be done. I can't wait to do the rolling. It has to be done during March, otherwise it doesn't get counted as having been done, so, and that just won't do. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Come on. Go. Ha ha ha. So close. Like a metre. I'd say that's about 1.5 meters there. This is a 3 metre, and that's about half what this is, so just over. So that's about 2 meters there. Alright, let's get this small 2 metre strip around the outside. And then we've just got to get on and hurry up and roll it. As I say, what took up the time was trying to get all of those bales onto the trailers over there. I should have picked up the first lot, taken them on, come back, grabbed the second lot and just auto-loaded the whole lot. But I didn't. Because I'm lazy, and that's a lesson for me. Because I was lazy, I was like, no, I don't want to do 2 trips, I'll do 1 trip. And it took me longer than if I just loaded them up and done 2 trips. So there's a lesson in there somewhere. If anyone cares to find out what it is and let me know in the comments down below, I'd really appreciate it, but I don't know what it could mean, what the lesson or the moral of that story might be, other than pick up your cedar when you come off the edge of the field. Alright, last drag. And there we go. Yeah, great, okay. That'll do. There we go, that will do. Roller. That's what I was going to grab next. Roller. Oh, and fertilizer spreader. There are so many things. So many things still need doing. Is this lime or is this fertilizer? I'm assuming it's fertilizer. I'm also going to assume there isn't a huge amount left. No, that won't do. That won't do at all. I think all of that is lime in there. I don't think any of that's fertilizer. Yeah, lime. Okay. I know how to do this. There we go. Because I'll go and pick up some solid fertiliser while I sell this lot. because it makes sense to me. I haven't got that much attached to the back end. Do you know what might help? If I turn the map back on, because then I know where I'm going. That way. Oh no! No, I didn't realise that that one wasn't. Oh. One, two, three. Okay, so it's just this one we've lost so far. Oh, and no, it's that one as well. How are these all being lost? Okay, I need to turn that one off, and we need to... Oh, I need to go and fix this. Because I can't just have bales, like, loose, strewn across the countryside. Luckily, we have got tracks to follow to find out exactly where we are. Now I can see it on the mini-map. And now I can see it over there. Alright. Oh, so I lost one here. Oh, did I not put that one down? Okay. Oh, we are making some progress back to where we were before I messed up. Alright, now let's hope that grabbing that one there actually grabs that one there and doesn't grab anything already attached to the trailer. No, brilliant. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Let's get this one up and on. And click, 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 click. Why? Why? I tell you what. No, I was going to say, I tell you what, I could take it with this one, but I can't. We can fit that one back in there like this, though, as far as I'm aware. What is wrong with it? Well, that makes no sense now, does it? How can that lot fall out like that when it was apparently strapped in? Okay, okay, okay. Let's just put this one on the front and then we'll come back and deal with those back ones again. Oh, I was going to say a really bad swear word then. I still might if I can't get this sorted. The pile of... Yes. I am kind of getting annoyed now. Because why? Why are you all starting to fall out? Oh, and those ones at the back are messing around too. I am just going to have to leave these... Turn that off. Let's just go with what we've got and we'll have to come back for the rest. This is stupid. Absolutely stupid. It's not like I was going too fast at any point either. They should have all stayed on quite happily. Okay. Let's drop those off for a minute. I know. If you stuck with me through this, thank you very much. I do apologise for the problems. Turns out I kind of suck. We dropped a hell of a load here, actually, didn't we? I'm not going to fit all of this on one. Okay, alright. There we go. Right. Well, that is absolutely fine. We can deal with that. It's only 2 and they'll be easy enough to load on. That works. Lift and spin. Right. Turn that on and leave that one there so we know where it is. Just going to sell these. I've still not fertilised or rolled that field yet. I might have to leave rolling it. Might have to leave fertilising and rolling it until the next episode, to be honest. Which will kind of annoy me because I want to get everything done for March this episode. Right. That's those. Unload here, unload. Okay. Done. I'll come back and grab that lot on the way back through. We could, another cheeky save. I was going to say we could have a very quick look and see what contracts are available for next time round. Let's say hoeing, and wood transport. So nothing of any real use to us. That's consumables, where are they? There. And we want solid fertilizer, don't we? In a big bag. We should be okay with just that. Yeah, we should be okay with just that. Let's go. I've already done too much messing around. I don't want to do any more. little bit more, a little bit more. Alright. There's that. Now we want to pick up the other tractor as well, really. Now, I was thinking, and there may very well be a way we can do this and pull the other tractor back at the same time. So let's see, shall we? Turn that on. I'll try and get this lined up as much as possible. Ha 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 ha. There we go. That saves having to do multiple trips, doesn't it? Okay. Well, that saved us having to do 2 trips with 2 tractors. I can't attach. It looks like it comes off your face when you... Alright, okay, so that's not happening. What about this? Oh yes, it did. It did. Oh, it didn't work the way I wanted it to. Okay. No, that's fine. It's all right. Let's throw this down here. There we go. Right, get this one dropped down here. There we go. And zoom right out. Yeah, we should be okay to get all of this done. Yeah, chicken's going to get splattered with fertilizer, that's fine. That's nice, that was the majority of that. If we check. Yes, I know it all needs rolling. Fertilised, yeah, just that little strip down there, that's not a problem. We can line up and hit that. We're part of this strip. No, we won't. We'll throw half of this onto the gravel path. I've just messed that up slightly, haven't I? Okay. Oh, I think I might just have enough to do this field. I'm going to be very lucky. If I do, I'm going to be very lucky. Will that hit in a single pass? I don't think it will. I don't think I'll get... No, it's not. It's just off, I believe. It might... Is that... That is just missing that very edge over there. Okay, alright. I can live with that. That's... it's not that much that was missed. Yeah, just a tiny strip down the very edge. That will annoy me if I don't get it. Although I do believe this is one of those that you can change the spread width. So I should have done that really, but there we go. There we go. There is those two fields pretty much all done. I do need to roll them, but that will be the first thing that gets done in the next episode. So with that being the case, let's attach this like that. Run it over here. And there we go. Because we're not going to be bothering with the headlands, that is all nicely done. Right, so we'll drop that down, we'll turn that off, and that's us done for this episode. So thank you for joining me. If you've joined me, it's been very much appreciated. We're on Thursday into Friday now. The next episode will be out Monday into Tuesday, so please do join me for that. Thank you very much for joining me for this one. And yeah, from me, Wolfie69, happy gaming, happy farming, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much. Bye bye.